Hare Krishna. No. Let's do a small bhajan on this special occasion to invoke all auspiciousness and complete shelter and protection of their Lordship. This is sung by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was on Sankirtan and approaching the forest of Jharkhand. We will take your name now as many times as possible. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahi Mam. 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 Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava pahi mam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava pahi mam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshama. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshama. Let us once again seek protection of Shri Shri Ramacandra, Shri Shri Gauradesh, that we are also in a forest. We don't know how dangerous it is. In the real forest, one may see the animals and may take protection. We are in this world where we can't even see what are our harmful animals around us. Let us all once again offer our prayers to Shri Shri Ramacandra on this very, very auspicious day of his appearance. Seek his blessings for our protection so that we can render some menial service in this lifetime. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udiraye Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna once again. Very warm welcome to our Sri Ram Navami celebrations. We will try to read one shloka, understand the essence of it, and see what the Acharyas have gifted us on this special day. Okay. Yattad visuddhanubhavamatramekam Yattad visuddhatmabhavamatramekam Swatejasa dvasta guna vyavastam Swatejasa dvasta guna vyavastam Pratyak prashantam sudiyopalambanam Pratyak prashantam sudiyopalambanam Hi anama rupam niraham prapadye. Hi anama rupam niraham prapadye. Someone would like to read? Yattat visuddhanubhavamatramekam swadejasatashta guna vyavastam pratyak prashantam suryopalambanam hinamamupam niraham prapadye. Yattat visuddhanubhavamatramekam svatejasa dvasta guna vyavastam pratyak prashantam suryopalambanam hiyanama niraham prapadye. Okay. Reading the translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. The Lord, whose pure form Satchit Ananda Vigraha is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. In the Vedanta, he is described as being one without a second. Because of his spiritual potency, he is untouched by the contamination of material nature, and because he is not subjected to material vision, he is known as transcendental. He has no material activities, nor has he a material form or name. Only in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, can one perceive the transcendental form of the Lord. Let us be firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Lord Ramacandra, and let us offer our respectful obeisances unto those transcendental lotus feet. The purport is little long, so I may read little fast. Thank you. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna appears in various expansions as stated in the Brahma Samhita. Ramadimurtishu kala niyamena tishta nanavataram akarod bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramam pumanyo Govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, who is always situated in various incarnations such as Rama, Nrsimha, and many sub-incarnations as well, but who is the original personality of Godhead known as Krishna, and who incarnates personally also. Krishna, who is Vishnu Tattva, has expanded himself in many Vishnu forms, of which Lord Ramacandra is one. We know that the Vishnu Tattva is carried by the transcendental bird Garuda and is equipped with different types of weapons in 4 hands. Therefore, we may doubt whether Lord Ramacandra could be in the same category, since he was carried by Hanuman, not by Garuda, and had neither 4 hands nor the Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma. Consequently, this verse clarifies that Ramacandra is as good as Krishna, Ramadimurti Shukala. Although Krishna is the supreme, original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ramacandra is not different from him. Ramacandra is unaffected by the modes of material nature, and therefore he is Prashanta, never disturbed by those modes. Unless one is saturated with love for Supreme Personality of Godhead, one cannot appreciate the transcendental value of Lord Ramacandra. One cannot see him with material eyes, because demons like Ravana have no spiritual vision. They consider Lord Ramacandra an ordinary Kshatriya king. Ravana therefore attempted to kidnap Lord Ramachandra's eternal consort, Sita Devi. Actually, however, Ravana could not carry off Sita Devi in her original form. As soon as she was touched by Ravana's hand, she gave him a material form, but she maintained her original form beyond his vision. Therefore, in this verse, the words Pratyak Prashantam indicate that Lord Ramachandra and his potency, the goddess Sita, keep themselves aloof from the influence of material energy. In the Upanishads, it is said, Yam evaisha vrinute tena labhyaha. Katha Upanishad 1:12-23. The Supreme Lord Paramatma, the personality of Godhead, can be seen or perceived only by persons who are saturated with devotional service. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the primeval Lord Govinda, who is always seen by the devotees, whose eyes are anointed with the pulp of love. He is seen in his eternal form of Shyama Sundara situated within the heart of the devotee. Similarly, the Chandogya Upanishad, in the Chandogya Upanishad it is stated, Etas Tisro Devata Anena Jivena. In this verse of the Chandogya Upanishad, the word Anena is used to distinguish the Atma and Paramatma as two separate identities. The words Tisro Devata indicate that the body of living entity is made of three material elements: fire, earth and water. Although the Paramatma enters the heart of the Jivatma, who is influenced and designated by a material body, the Paramatma has nothing to do with the Jivatma body. Because the Paramatma has no material connections, he is described here as Anama Rupa Niraham. The Paramatma has no material identity, whereas the Jivatma does. The Jivatma may introduce himself as an Indian, American, German, and so on. But the Paramatma has no such material designations, and therefore he has no material name. The Jivatma is different from his name, but the Paramatma is not. His name and he himself are one and the same. This is the meaning of Niraham, which means without material designations. This word cannot possibly be twisted to mean that the Paramatma has no ahankar, no I-ness or identity. He has his transcendental identity as the Supreme. This is the explanation given by Srila Jiva Goswami. According to another interpretation given by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Niraham means Nirnichya Yena Aham. Niraham does not mean that the Supreme Lord has no identity. Rather, the stress given by the word Aham proves strongly that he does have his personal identity, because Nir not only means negative but also means strong ascertainment. Om Jnanat Mirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanam Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Rishi Kumar Prabhu. Rishi Kumar Prabhu. 9 verse before Sumadra. So, with the blessings of great acharyas and spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and well-wishers who are assembled here, I would like to start the class now. I would like to know how many were able to follow the purport. Yeah, so very nice. This is a complete class. If you really see, everything is covered in this. It explains what is our identity. It explains what is the identity of the Lord. It explains what illusion we are having. And it explains what do we need so that we are bereft of that illusion. Yes?
Yes.
On this very auspicious day, let's try to understand this even deeper so that we can in fact benefit from coming here from very far places. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. Krishna is saying to Arjuna that if someone knows about my leelas, pastimes, and Janma Karma Chame Divyam, and my secret about my appearance, Janma Karma Chame. Janma means about my appearance, and Karma means the activities. So if one can understand the Lord's pastimes, Krishna is declaring, then he will not have to take birth again. We know how difficult it is to take birth. Maybe we forgot. Yeah, but we can see others, how difficult it is when a baby is taking birth. Very difficult. Maybe that's over. Now I don't have to worry about it. How many of us are aware about death? If I ask hands up, everyone will raise. Janma, Mrityu, next comes disease. Jara. Again, I don't have to ask to raise hands because just few years back we had a pandemic. I don't know, did someone could escape it? Or did someone had pleasure of having it twice? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, and old age. Yeah, Jara, old age. At this age, we are already experiencing old age symptoms. I don't know what will happen when we are getting more old. So, we really do not want to go through this cycle of birth and death again and again and again. What is the escape? What is the best way? What is the easiest? Not only the best, but easiest way is to hear the Katha of the Supreme Lord. Why? Because in this purport also Prabhupada mentions the Lord and His form both are same. There is no difference. Which means when we are hearing to the Katha of the Lord, the pastimes of the Lord, something very special happens. At least for me, I forget hunger. Today is fasting, but when Katha starts, we forget. Of course, this is not so great. Real great is Parikshit Maharaj, who didn't sleep and eat for 7 days and 7 nights. Not because he was having some Netflix that he can just turn on, or maybe he has a Facebook that he can keep on scrolling, or maybe some interesting WhatsApp. No. He was completely absorbed in hearing the Katha of the Lord. In Srimad Bhagavatam we hear so many pastimes, but when it comes to Ramacandra pastime, it is very, very small. It is not because Krishna conscious people do not like Ram. It's not that. Parikshit Maharaj, from his childhood, he has been hearing Ram Katha so many times, that Sukadeva Goswami said, you already know it. I'll just give you in brief. It's not that, to show that because Krishna is great, that's why the whole 10th canto is dedicated for him. It is all Sukadeva Goswami's mercy that we didn't have even a very, very bigger volume of Bhagavatam. Otherwise, even Ram Katha can go 10 cantos. Not 10th canto, 10 cantos. Why? Because it has the glories of Lord Ram. And something that we can very closely relate to. Krishna Leela, maybe some it appears supernatural. Indeed, they are very supernatural. And Ram Leela is super normal. Now, where is the balance? When it became so super normal, people think that Ram Katha is very normal. What is so great? What is so great about Ram Katha? When Ram also felt great. He is a grihastha, right? Vedanta says that don't get stuck in the grihastha business. And we see that Ram, he is married and he had family, and he also had so much attachment that as soon as his wife said, I will be your only one wife, then Ram said, yes. So much attached. Isn't it? Yeah, usually we call in this age we call as henpecked husband. No individuality, no freedom. Ram is completely independent and he is also addressed as Purna Purushottam. In that way, people may say that, okay, he is very, very attached to his wife. See, as soon as Ravan took away Sita, what happened? Ram simply broke down. He couldn't see anything in the world, or everything became black and blind for him. So much that if someone is in full senses, will he ever talk to some trees, mountains? Ram is searching for Sita and he's asking, where is Sita? Have you seen? Have you seen? He's asking trees, he's asking mountains, he's asking water. Is he not so attached to Sita? Is it because he had a prestige issue that he has to bring back his wife? That's why he's doing everything? And what did Ram do? Just to get back his wife, he killed. Now, come on. The whole Vedas are saying be non-violent. And Krishna himself came and said, Ahimsa. And here what Ram is doing, he is killing. Not one. Okay. Ravan. But so many were killed. Not only by him, by his favorite devotee Hanuman. And by many others. Now come on. How many of us have faith in Ram Katha? Raise your hands. For a second, close your eyes and think that you are an atheist. You can't even imagine that. Huh? Not possible. For great devotees, not possible. For me, I can close immediately. What is this all? Not possible.
Why?
That is the reason why we take shelter of the commentaries of Acharyas. Acharyas can clearly say what is the magnanimous divinity in the whole pastime. For us, it might look mythological, it might look fantasy, it might look untruthful. But when we take shelter of the scriptures, then we understand the greatness of the Lord. And here we understand, when we are now talking about Hanuman, whatever the qualities that are mentioned here to really see the Lord is he is untouched. Yeah, this is what actually Hanuman. Yeah, this is in the 5th canto, chapter 19, the description of Jambudvipa and the description of who is worshipped in Jambudvipa. That is what is explained in this canto, in this chapter. So, the residents of this Varsha is called Kinnaras. Yeah.
Which verse is that? Is it some verse?
No, I'm not yet. It's just I'm describing the chapter. Kinkaras, not Kinnaras, sorry. Kinkaras. Kinkara means they look like human, but they are not human. So when we can't even understand the devotees who are superhuman, what to talk about the greatness of the Lord, who appears in 2 hands, 2 legs, 14 years in the forest. As soon as when we see that Ram has done something really great, come on, maybe that is some exaggeration, but Ram cannot do it because he is a human. When someone is a human, at most he can become superhuman, but he cannot become Lord. And in the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning very clearly that the Lord expands himself in many forms. Very interesting, have you seen? Other day I was hearing to a lecture. We see that is Krishna all merciful or Ram is all merciful? Now 2 parties, yeah. Let's see. Who is most merciful, Krishna or Ram? Rama is most merciful. Chaitanya. Only one answer.
Together.
Ram. Why? Ram is very merciful because at what time did he appear? In the noon. So we need to fast only till noon. Krishna actually, he appeared in the midnight. So the whole day we have to fast. And what is next after that? After Janmashtami? Prabhupada appearance? So he made it more. Ram is very simple. Yeah? If we fast till noon, that's enough. So, His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj says, it is so nice even kids can please the Lord if they fast till noon. But I was thinking even I am a kid, I can't fast beyond 12. So. And interesting that Ram color is green, emerald green. Krishna is cloudish blue. Ram had only one wife. Krishna has so many. And in that way, if we start seeing, there are so many differences, but it is the same Lord. The differences are there. Just like when we have a plate of prasadam, how nice it is when there are varieties. The Lord also wants to have varieties. So the Lord appeared as Ram to enjoy one kind of rasa, one kind of mellow. And he appeared as Krishna, as his own form, and has done different pastimes. Ram came to show that as a human, one can do miracles. One need not have mystic powers. We may say, okay, no, Ram has shot Tadaka with some magical power. Yes. Why? Because he had expert guru. If we can approach expert guru, we can also perfect our life. Of course, we don't want so many powers. For us, if we have bhakti, if we can attain success in this life, that is enough. We don't want to have powers. We don't want to imitate Lord Shiva. We don't want to imitate Lord Ram. And we want everything like them. No, we just follow, and to become a devotee, we follow whom? Hanuman. And Hanuman is well known for many great qualities. And one of the most important quality is Shravanam. The second quality is single pointed focus at the lotus feet of Ram. Let's try to explain little. How much time I have, Prabhu? It started just now. Half an hour. Yeah, Ram Katha we can have many days, but this we should work. Hal, Zeven? 40 Stunden. Yeah. Not me. So let me speed up so that we actually understand the importance. Yeah, we see that Hanuman, there are so many, this whole Ram Katha we see that if we just recollect, whom do we recollect in whole Ramayana? Can you say some names? What is Ramayana for you? Who are they in Ramayana? Only Ram? Only Lakshman? Hanuman? The reason I am not narrating the whole pastime because I am very sure most of you already know the pastime. I am just trying to understand what we can fit into so that we can benefit from it. Yeah. Hanuman, someone said, and Vibhishan, Sugriva. Now all your favorite. Surpanaka, Jatayu, Dasharath, Ravana, Kausalya. Yes. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say. Vali, Bharat, Lakshman, Shabari, Shugri. I am very, very happy that most of the names are actually people who are in goodness. Yeah. If I ask the same question about Mahabharata, the names are many, and we will come a very, very big list of people who we don't aspire to become. Just Kauravas are already 100. One name. So the beauty of Ramayana or Ram Katha is that whichever character we take, and if we just understand the glories of them, our life is successful. Everyone are fully trying to satisfy Ram, whether it is his father, Dasharath. For him, there is no word other than Ram. Dasharath, who is very strong king, that even Devatas, Indra called, okay, please help us. So powerful. But how weak he became when he had to say, send Ram to forest. That shows how much love that Dasharath had. Kaikeyi, she had so much love that she used to always favor Ram than her own son Bharat. What are the other names? Bharat, you said. Let's take any example in any character, any role in Ramayana, other than just few lists who belong to the Lankan area. And Lord's play, of course, Lord arranges such a way that the whole Ram Katha, we see that Ram had underwent a very tough time, but he never gave up life. He didn't say, no, 14 years is too much. The kingdom is in my hand. Tomorrow I'll become the king. Now what is this nonsense? No. Ram happily embraced it. Why? If we understand that for today in 15 minutes, I think I am successful with my plan. So, the faster you say, the sooner we go to the next program. Why? Yeah, feel free. I think I'm very sure you already know the answer. The question is, what Ram wants us to learn from this act when there is a reversal in life. Ram didn't rebel, but he embraced it. How many of us have challenges in our life? You can raise your hands. Just some warm up so that then you can tell answer. Only one hand means not so many problems. So many. See, even the girl in the back is raising 2 hands. She has problem in her school. She has to read and prepare for exam. Do we call ourselves as devotees or non-devotees? It depends on how we embrace the situation in our life. Ram is not changing everything because he is the Lord, he can change everything. He can simply change the whole situation, that he can still become the king. For Ram to know who is real deer and golden deer, fake deer, not a big problem. For Ram to cross the ocean, why does he have to ask Sagara, please give me the path, let me go? Why he has to ask? He can simply shoot an arrow which can make a bridge. Why? Because he is Purna Purushottam. He can do anything because everything is in his hand. He is the creator, he is the maintainer, and he is also the destroyer, which means he is the complete supreme proprietor. When the reversals come in our life, by the way, what is a reversal? I thought I will win a lottery. All the numbers except the last number is not matching. That is a reversal. Otherwise, anyway, we know all the numbers if don't match, we don't even think much. We see everything is matching except this. I did everything to get this, but finally it's not happening. I am qualified. I have worked hard. I should get it. And all of a sudden there is a change. And that is called a reversal. If we see in Ramayana, every moment is actually a reversal. Every moment. Dashrath had everything, but there is a reversal. What is that? He didn't have sons. What is the use of everything but no hire? When everything was so nice, Sugriva had a problem. In the whole Ramayana, whatever the great personalities we said now, Sugriva, Bharat, everyone had problems. And Ram had shown if there are problems, how to overcome them. What is the best way? To accept it as the mercy of the Lord. If we can understand this one and the most important point, I would see that that is the crux of the whole Ramayana. That we accept whatever is coming in the form of mercy. Now, how can I accept? As soon as I have this mentality, I have ego, I have ahankar. As soon as I think, no, come on, I did all my plans, I did everything so that I can really qualify myself for doing this. I am eligible, no one else. And then if someone is coming and taking away, if someone is coming and, what do we call this? Scolding, not scolding, but what do we call this? If someone comes and, if something is happening in our life, the treatment that we don't like, then we become rebels. We think, come on, how can this happen to me? I should change everything for my favor. I will plan either by Sama, Dana, Danda, Veda, whatever technique I find, let me use it, let me make it for my favor, and I want to be always so-called successful. Actually, so-called success, why? Because if we do not follow the dharma, because Ram in this whole pastime we see that he didn't move from the path of dharma. And are we so special than Ram that we can do whatever we want? Are we very special that Ram has taken that crown from his head and kept on our head? That from now you are the king of everything, you can do whatever you want? No. When we see the reversals in our life, we have to understand that it is the mercy of the Lord. It is not a compromise. It is not a compromise approach. Oh, by that we can have some peace of mind. No, that is in fact the real reason. Why? Because the Lord is considering every one of us as His. And now if someone very close to me, if he does some mischief, I would definitely correct. Now, this is one answer for already one question. What is that? How can Ram kill Ravan? Yeah. If we take this one key element and apply to all the situations, we see it fits perfectly. Why? Because we see that Ram killed Ravan not because he was angry, because he wanted to correct. And people like us, like Ravan, we don't want to be corrected so easily. Just like if we don't pay some bill, we get a letter, you have to pay some money. We don't care, then comes one manu. If we don't care again, second manu, third, I don't know what next. If we even don't care, then we can be escorted to Krishna's birthplace. Why? Because we didn't want to accept the mercy of the Lord. We always thought, I am right. How can others be right? I am always right. And whenever something happened, we always doubted, is Lord there? If Lord is there, why is this problem coming to me? Rather, if we want to become devotee and be focused like Hanuman, how many of us, I think we are doing some, what do we call this? We are not full-time devotees. Yeah? There is a group of devotees here who are full-time, dedicated to temple. For us, we have a family, we maintain family, we go out, we do job and all these things. For us, Hanuman had no other business. He had even no other family. He was always at the feet of Ram. What is his family? Ram, Sita, Lakshman. Nothing else. If we can understand that if we can make our life following the life and teachings of Hanuman, then we can really understand Ramayana as it is. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you. Dragon. No? Anyone would like to add a comment or question? No questions? Yes?
Is there any version of the Ramayana which is modified, which we can read?
Valmiki Ramayana is bona fide. And Valmiki Ramayana in English, we have very nice books from Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So, if you really want and you don't want to leave the book, you can read that book. And Krishna Dhamma Prabhu, yeah. And then Atma Tattva, yeah. And by the way, thanks for asking. I exclusively brought these books to show. If you would like, you can have these. These are also authorized, authentic. This is the essence of not only Valmiki Ramayana, but also Shubhavilas Prabhu, who is a very, very prolific writer, orator, storyteller, coach, all great. He was here also a few years back. He has made Ramayana available so that we can not only just follow it, not only in simple, easy to read, but also the essence of what we should take it from Ramayana. So, I'm fortunate, using these books I could speak Ramayana for 4 years. And yeah, last year also I was speaking on Ram Katha 9 days. This year also So strongly recommend. This is one. And if you want to have a very short version, Bhakti Vikas Maharaj and Bhakti Charu Maharaj, and there is also German version. Vilam Maharaj?
This is from you have it
In the
temple shop.
Yeah. I do not know the author, but yeah. It is also from.
Divirata. Ich wollte mal das sagen.
Yeah.
Divirata.
Yes.
This is a very good one also.
Yeah.
So this is a
Complete.
complete from the original text. And he has also, but it is in German, and he has also footnotes where
To understand.
where he gives the because this often when we read this, and this is from the past, so better to understand, he had also footnotes where he gives references and explanations to certain words or certain persons or whatever.
Okay.
And this makes it more really very
So yeah, it's also in German. Otherwise.
But the complete Ramayana is not yet finished, so he.
No, I think he has already 6 books.
Yeah, 6 books.
Yeah. Yeah, each Kanda has 1 book. And otherwise, there is also one website called valmikiramayan.net. I usually also read that. Of course, I do not take that as authentic, but just to get insights of the translation, word-to-word translation, you can also use that.
It depends for which purpose one reads. If one wants to read for scholarship, then certain books are recommended. If one wants to read just to have some Katha to read, then one can read also the short versions.
Yeah.
We have many devotees who
I read
books out.
Krishna Dharma Prabhu is very nice.
If
very
one
small.
wants to use for giving also classes also, then also connected with Shukvilas Prabhu is also very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really depending on which content.
Yes, Prabhu.
Which yuga and how many years ago was Lord Rama?
At least few million years. It's in the Treta Yuga. Yeah. In the Treta Yuga, we know that Dwapar Yuga ended 5000 years back, but before that was the Treta Yuga. So, not the Satya Yuga, the next Yuga is Treta Yuga. And there is a further description about Lord appeared in the Surya Vamsha, and there's so much description. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 10, verse number 11, that can give you reference. Yes.
Could you tell why Rama is green?
Huh?
Why Rama has a green color?
Green color, why he has a
If
green
you
skin
know,
color?
if it's possible to. It's not so important, but
There is one purport in Srimad Bhagavatam where it is described that Lord appears in 3 colors, and where Prabhupada is explaining this is the Sanko Pankas Parshadam Yagnait Sankirtana Prayer. What is that first starting word? I forgot. Tvisha Krishnam. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam. So in that verse, Prabhupada explains that Krishna appears, the Lord appears in 3 colors. Tulsi Priya Mataji, if you can correct me? Yeah? So, it is described that Lord appears. Even Varaha Dev also appears. There is also Shweta Varaha, and there is also, red? Rakta Varaha. Yeah. So, Lord appears, different colors. And of course, it also signifies, especially when we talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearing in golden color, it mentions that when one has attained a Mahabhagavata stage, a stage of almost like Radharani, yeah. Then one develops a molten golden color. Yeah. So there is nice story about this green complexion. It is mainly described in the Balakanda, but I don't know if it is authentic, so that's why can't say it. Yes, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Sita Ramacandra Lakshmana Hanuman ki Jai.
Sudama Prabhu ki Jai.
Prabhupada ki Jai.
So, Hare Krishna, liebe Devotees, liebe Gäste. Jetzt würde ich euch bitten, bitte eure Sitzkissen zusammen und in Stapeln aufzutürmen. Please take your pillows and put it in stacks together and put it to the back side of this room.